The trail so far has been difficult but good. There's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of ups especially, and the downs are pretty challenging as well. But I'm really enjoying myself. I like being out in nature. I really enjoy, spending time out there and stuff like that. And it's been nice to kind of get out there and just spend some time out in nature. Um, my hiking buddy had to bail out today. She wasn't feeling that well and wasn't able to finish the trail. So I am finishing it solo, which, I'm okay with. Um, I liked having someone to talk to, but I also like kind of being on my own. So I think it's kind of 50-50. So I guess it worked out pretty well that half of the trail I did with another person and half the trail I'm going to do by myself. Um, I am, my feet are incredibly sore from all the ups and downs, of course. But I think that after this last up and down, or this upcoming up and down, that it's going to be a lot easier from here on out. So it shouldn't be too bad. It's still going to be difficult, of course. There's still going to be difficult times, but I think the worst of it is over. And yeah, so I've been having a really good time. Saw lots of critters today. Yesterday we saw lots of snails and beetles, I think. And the first day we saw a lot of um, inchworms, and they were everywhere. Like when we stopped for camp, there were like at least 10, 15 on my pack. Um, and I had brushed them off of me all throughout the day as well. So they were just a lot of them. But so it's been kind of cool to go through all these different areas and all these different critters and all of those kinds of things, and to kind of see how the trail differs from moment to moment. It's a pretty cool trail. I don't think I'd ever do it again, but it's been a pretty cool trail and I really enjoyed it. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to post a video to talk about it a little bit. Um, it's one of the most challenging things I've done, I think. I remember doing the Art Lobe a few years ago, and that was pretty challenging too, but that one was only 30 miles, whereas this one is almost 60. So I'm set to be finished up on Friday, so I should be done by Friday afternoon sometime. And then I can travel home, and home is going to be about 3 hours away. Um, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a drive even when I'm done. But yeah, so I won't be able to rest until I get home. But, you know, um, it'll all be good. I slept horribly the first night and a lot better the second night. So hopefully tonight is going to be another decent night as well. Um, I'm all comfortable in my tent right now, even though it's not even 8 o'clock. But I've been going to bed around 8 and waking up around 6. So to give myself plenty of time to get some sleep, and then getting up, getting ready, and heading out. So, yeah. Um, I am using a bear canister for my food, um, which has been great. And I have a scent proof bag inside of it because I'm paranoid, but also because it helps keep critters away from the bear can so that it doesn't get knocked around or lost or whatever. Um, and so far so good. We've been out here. This is my third night, and no critters have gotten to it. It's always right where I left it, untouched. Um, so yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see what else. What else? What else? Oh, sorry, I'm a little tired. Um, yeah. Oh, I got a new tent. I got one of the Lanshan tents, Lanshan One. Um, you can find tons of reviews on it online. One of the biggest drawbacks is that the mesh on the inside does sag a little bit. So um, it has a tendency to kind of like touch you or whatever. especially if you're a tall person. I'm not a tall person, so I'm actually pretty good. And I'm not touching it at the top or the bottom. So yeah, it works out for me. I like it a lot. It sets up with the trekking pole and then stakes. So it is not freestanding, so you can't just set it up like inside or whatever and it stand up. You have to be outside in the grass or in um, the ground somewhere that you can put stakes in. But I'm really liking it. So it's small enough for one person. I have a little bit of room off to the side for my stuff. Um, and it fits my sleeping pad, my sleeping bag, and me pretty well. I do need a new sleeping pad. The one I have is a cheapy one from Amazon. It's got a built in pillow, which is kind of cool, but it is not set up for side sleepers at all, and I'm a side sleeper. So it's more for a back sleeper because you don't touch the ground when you're on your back, but when you're on your side, you do touch the ground where your hips and shoulders are. So it's not ideal for that. So I may have to get a new sleeping pad before I go camping next, um, just to maybe come to remedy that problem. Um, let's see what else. What else? What else? I haven't been. Sorry, I haven't been that hungry here lately, which has been really weird. Um, so I've been eating and eating as much as I possibly can, but not being able to finish my meals all the way. Leaving a little bit behind, not a whole lot, but still. Um, and I think it's because of overexertion and getting excited about stuff and all that kind of stuff. Um, but sorry, it does leave me, feeling like I'm not getting as many calories as I should. I did plan out my calories to get about 2,200 a day. And if I'm not eating everything, then I'm not getting that 2,200. Um, so, yeah. It'd be better if I could get more calories, but I can't force myself to eat past the point of nausea and not being able to take another bite, basically. So I'm doing what I can, feeding myself however I can, and kind of going from there. So let's see what else, what else, what else. Oh, sleep. Like I said, I slept pretty well last night. It's been in the mid to late 40 or mid to high 40s overnight. Um, so it's been pretty chilly, but my sleeping pad plus my sleeping bag, which is rated I think to 30 degrees or 20 degrees, have been keeping me pretty warm, along with, long sleeve um, shirt, as well as this long sleeve thermal thing that I got at a race years back, um, and a pair of pants. So that's been keeping me pretty warm, which I've been grateful for because I do not like the cold. So I would be even more miserable, and I probably would have left at the 30-mile mark if I had been cold at night. Um, Tomorrow I'm set up for um let's see here. Tomorrow we're following these directions from the Boy Scouts that kind of go through and break it down into 4 days or 5 days. Um so day 4, which is tomorrow, I've already started because I didn't have signal down at the river, which is where they camp usually. So I walked up the mountain a little bit until I found a place with signal, and then found a place with the flat land enough that I could set up my tent. But they're going to end at Hawk Creek Shelter, on the Appalachian Trail, right onto it, about 2.5 miles or so onto the Appalachian Trail. Um, so I may set up camp around there as well. It says it's a 10.1 mile day. So it's a pretty short day. But we'll see kind of where I'm at, and kind of go from there. When I reach the Hawk Mountain Shelter, Hawk Creek Shelter, sorry. When I reach that, we'll see kind of how I'm feeling and what time it is and kind of go from there. And then day 5 is 11.7 miles. So if I could get a little bit further tomorrow, then I'll have less to do on Friday, which would mean I could get home a little bit earlier, which would be great. Um, I just have to know where some camping spots are, but I think on the Appalachian Trail there are a lot, so I should be good if I feel like going a little bit further tomorrow. And yeah, so I also have um, these elevation maps, and I have 2 apps that have some check-in spots and some information that I've been tracking with. All Trails is the one I've been using a lot because it shows water sources as well as stuff like that. The other one, Fat Map, shows me the camping areas, which is good as well. So I've been using kind of both alternatingly, kind of depending upon what I'm doing. And luckily I was able to find this spot tonight for camping because it works out pretty well. It's pretty soft ground. It's on a leaf bed basically, and it was flat enough. I'm not rolling around or anything or sliding around in my tent. And I think my head is a little higher than my feet. But plenty of room, plenty for one tent. So if it had been me and Beth, I don't think we would have both fit here. So maybe it worked out that I'm by myself tonight. So yeah, that's my update. I just wanted to give y'all an update as to what's going on, and what the trail looks like, and some stuff. I posted some pictures onto Facebook and Instagram as well, um, for people to see. So if you don't follow me on there, I guess you won't see them. But yeah, so there's my update, and yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. And tomorrow's day 4. Bye.